Hi Year 4, so yesterday we were looking at multiplying by 3 and today's lesson we're going to be looking at multiplying by 6. So let's have a look at the first slide. What number sentences can we make from this array? So I'm going to explain what I mean by this and then I'm going to let you go to the next slide and you're going to have a go writing it down on your own piece of paper. So what number sentences can we make from this array? Well, array, what does that mean? That means those dots, those counters, when they are neatly organised into lines and rows and columns, that is an array. So he's asking for number sentences. It's asking us what is being represented in this picture. What multiplication and what division might this show? So if we look, when I first look at this, I might notice that there's 6 going across in the row. There's 6. So that's one lot of 6. I've got another 2 lots. So altogether I've got 3 lots of 6. So I could write down the multiplication 3 times 6. And that equals our total 18, which is how many counters I've got altogether. Because I've got 3 lots of 6. Altogether, that's 18. But I could look at this another way. I could see it as columns going down. I could count it as 1, 2, 3. That is a column of 3. And how many lots of that 3 do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lots of that 3. So I could change that multiplication around and write 6 times 3, 6 lots of 3, which is still going to give us our same total, remember, of 18, because it's still that same picture. I could also write, instead of multiplications, some divisions. So I would have to start with my whole number, my total, which we know is 18. So I could do 18 divided by 6, split up into 6 columns. How many are in each? 3. Or I could do 18 divided by 3 rows. How many are in each row? 6. So that is how we use arrays to create number sentences. Okay, so looking at the array that I have given you, I would like you to pause this video and then write down all the number sentences you can think of for this array. What multiplications and what divisions is this array showing us? So let's have a look at some of the answers you might have got. Maybe you could tick these on your sheet if you got these multiplication and division sentences. So 4 times 6 equals 24. 24 divided by 6 equals 4. 6 times 4 equals 24. And 24 divided by 4 equals 6. Now we're going to have a look at this pictorial representation, this picture. Just like in similar to our yesterday's PowerPoint, we are going to pull out the information from that picture to fill the gaps in this sentence. There are something equal groups of something. So it's asking us, how many lots do you have and what groups are they in? In groups of what? So how many lots do we have? How many separate portions do we have? Well, we've got 1, 2, 3 lots, 3 separate bits, 3. And they are in equal groups. They have the same number of dots on each dice. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can check that is on all of the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on all of them. So there are 3 equal groups of 6. Now I could write that as a addition sentence. 6 add 6 add 6. And I could add all those together, which gives me the answer of 18. But remember, we're trying to be efficient in our maths. We're trying to be quick and smart and take the easiest route. So we could write this as a multiplication instead. We could write 3 times 6, because that's still 3 lots of that 6, but we're changing it to a multiplication. 3 times 6 equals 18. And remember, like we said yesterday, because our factors can swap over and keep the same product, we can also write the multiplication sentence 6 times 3. And that will also give us the answer of 18. I would like you to now look at this question, pause the screen and write down all that missing information for me. So tell me, how many equal groups of what is that picture showing? Write down the addition sentence, write down the multiplication sentences, and then click play again to see how you did. So you should have worked this out now. So that is showing us there are how many groups? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal groups of 3. There's 3 in each group. So I could write that as 3, add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3 equals 18. Or if we were being efficient, you would have got the multiplications. 3 times 6 equals 18. Or 6 times 3 equals 18. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at some tricks that help us to remember how to multiply by 6. Some sneaky tricks that really make it easy for us to do our 6 times tables. So, you might feel a lot more confident with your 5 times tables. In your head, you know 5, 10, 15, 20. You're really confident with those, but you're not quite as confident with your 6 times tables. Well, you can use your 5 times tables to help you. So, look at that first sum that I have. 5 times 1 equals 5. I'm doing 5 lots of that 1. So there's my 1, and I've got 5 lots of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lots of 1. And that's giving me the answer 5. But if I wanted to do 6 lots of 1, that's already 5 lots of 1 that I know the answer to. So all I have to do now is add on one more 1. Because I've got 5 1s, and adding one more 1 gives me 6 lots of 1. So if I know that 5 times 1 is 5, all I need to do is 5, that answer, add on one more. And that'll give me the answer 6, which is the answer to 6 times 1. And that works for each of the numbers. So looking at that next question, 5 times 2 equals 10. So I'm focusing on that 2. I've got 5 lots of that 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll notice now that my bar model, the bars are saying 2 instead of 1 because they represent 2 each. I have 5 lots of 2, which equals 10. I know that. So if I want to find 6 lots of 2, I just need to add on another bar, another lot of 2. So now to find the answer to 6 times 2, I need to do 5 times 2 and then add 2 on. So I've got 10, add 2, which is 12, which is the answer to 6 times 2. So we'll look again at this for 5 times 3. I've got 5 lots of that 3. So first of all, I need to get a 3. And then I need 5 lots of that 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know 5 times 3 is 15. But to find 6 lots of 3, I'm going to need one more lot of 3. So I'm going to take my 15 and I'm going to add 3 on. 15 add 3 equals 18. So I know that 6 times 3 is 18. Now I would like you to pause the video and have a look at 5 times 4 and think, how can you find the answer to 6 times 4 using that method? Have a go writing it down, try and draw the bar model and see what you get, and then come back, press play and see how you did. Okay, so you should have drawn 5 lots of 4, that block of 4, 5 times. because that's 20. And then if you add on one more block of 4 to that 20, you are going to have 20 add 4, which is going to be the answer to our question, 6 times 4 equals 24. We are going to have a look at another trick that can help us solve some multiplications in the 6 times table. So I have got 2 number tracks there. My top number track has the 3 times table. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. My second number track has the 6 times table. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, 66 and 72. Now what do you notice about the 3 and 6 times table? Can you tell me anything about their even numbers, their odd numbers? Maybe you notice a pattern or something similar about them. I want you to have a think, pause this video for a moment. What can you notice about the 3 and 6 times table? Okay, well, one thing that I have spotted about the 3 and 6 times table, which is going to be really useful for you when you are doing your multiplication, is that 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay. Well, 3 times 6 is 18. Have you noticed what I've spotted? 9 times by 2 is 18. We are doubling our answer. And 3 and 6 is double 3. So because this is getting 2 times bigger, our answer is getting 2 times bigger. So let's look at another example. I have 8 times 3 is 24, but 8 times 6 is 48, which is double the answer from the 3 times table. When we multiply a number by 6, it is always double what we would have been getting as an answer when we multiplied by 3. So if you're not sure what the answer is in the 6 times table, think, can I times that number by 3 instead and then double my answer? I'm going to leave you now to solve the questions on the PowerPoint. But first of all, I would just like you to try and follow with your eyes or maybe point with your fingers at the screen. As I'm reading out the 6 times table, can you find them in order? Can you find them before I get to that number? So, we have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, 66, 72. Were you able to follow those with your eyes or with your finger? If you weren't, rewind a little bit and see if you can keep up. Once you feel a little bit more confident with your 6 times tables, I want you to head over to the rest of the PowerPoint and do those questions, remembering to email me and let me know how you got on.